Everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. Oh my goodness, I don't know that I have anything cohesive to share with you, but I am here and I wanted to come back and do videos every day, and then of course I got busy again. But I have still been working in this newest everything journal, and you can see I went ahead and put beads on all of the strings here, or the hemp cord that's hanging on the outside. It was a little bit tangled because I've been carrying this around in my bag all day. Let's see if I've done anything else. I think we had the tag in there. I think I was letting this dry at the very beginning, so that's the little stamp that talks about this being a handmade thing and imperfections are a part of the charm. I think I added that trim, maybe that trim as well, because I've had a lot of fabric scraps that I've been going through. I know I added this, and I like the way this flannel just sort of peeks out over here. I like the colors together. I glued this on. It's just a sort of a resin casting here. It was flat on the back. I know I got that when I worked at the Scrap Exchange. Remember when I started making the earrings with the pictures on them, the little circles? I had a lot of mismatched ones, and then I decided, oh, I really like the pairs. I've got now a pair of Edgar Allan Poe. I've got a pair of Frida Kahlo, and I made a pair of Professor Severus Snape. I love Alan Rickman. So I decided to just take these off of the wire and use the wire to make more matching sets. And then I glued these in here. Added that. That's a little cutout from, I don't remember what book that's from. Oh, Jay, that might be a little book you gave me of Degas. Is that how you say the name? I've worked all day today, so I'm just wiped out. And then we unloaded a truck today, so I'm always tired after that. I know I put this leaf in. I found that in one of the books I was going through. So I just put a pretty good amount of Mod Podge on the page behind it, then laid the leaf in that, and then put a really good amount on top and put sprinkles, or not sprinkles, we eat sprinkles, don't we? I put some glitter, and I've had this for so long. Somebody sent me this. I won this online like 20 years ago, no kidding. When the internet first started to get popular, and I had a little blog and somebody else had a blog. She was published in, I want to say Somerset Life or Somerset Studio. I need to go back and find the article. I would love to know how she's doing. I can't even think of her name right now, but she gave me that glitter in the gift that I won. I think I added this pocket. And then there's the art page we did. I still love the way that turned out. That, I believe that's where I completely stopped. There's nothing else added to this. I just came out here to sit down and go through some things on the desk, and I want to show you some things that I've purchased recently and that I think we're going to have fun with. So I got this Tim Holtz stamp set for Halloween, and see, it's got the stencils in here as well. We could go ahead and open this. There's a couple more of these I want to get. And I do plan to do a Halloween journal. I don't know if I'll do October daily. Oh, this is so cool. So we've got the skulls. And then look at the glasses. That's so neat. You could use that for other things. And then the stencil in the back. And I'm all set up with a lot of these mica Dispress stains, so we're good to go on that. And then let me show you what else I have. I think this is going to be so much fun. This piece has some tears. Let me get a different one. This one's in better shape. So this crazy stuff is what we get in boxes for packaging around candy, and I guess it helps to insulate it, keep it from, you know, melting, because a lot of times there are ice packs in there also. But just listen, it's crinkly, and this is like an inch of padding. I think this would make the best journal covers, because it's going to be a soft cover, but it'll be crinkly when you handle the journal. Maybe. I don't know if the fabric's going to keep it from being crinkly, but isn't this awesome? I love this. I have also been making some paper again. This has been sitting out here drying. These are thick sheets. So even after being out here a couple of days, they're not completely dry. They still feel kind of damp. But I have an idea for a fiber art journal, an art piece. That's just, you know, based on fibers. And of course, these paper sheets are made from paper pulp, basically fibers. And then we have the flower petals. Look at this one. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I love these. And I like to make paper out here. I had gotten to the point again where I had a lot that I hadn't really had a chance to go through. So I've been cleaning out and getting back to where my stations, you know, I made stations out here. This is the art desk. I've got my sewing desk. I've got a prayer desk. I've got my paper making station, and then I've got my journal making station where I cut my paper and I cut my fabric. But things had gotten just out of control out here once again. So I have started cleaning again to get to where I can see everything. And I know what happens when I do that. I find things that I forgot I had. And also I give myself space to kind of start over again. So that's the paper. I can't wait to show you my idea for this. This is Park Lane paper, I believe. I went ahead and got some Halloween paper to make my journal that I'm going to make. So I'm excited about that. I've been, oh, look at these. That's going to be fun. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. You could punch out circles and make earrings with those. Maybe I'll make some Halloween earrings. I have that. The stamps here. And I have this. So this is one of the heavy cotton canvas fabrics, and I love the colors. I love this really muted sort of, it's like a brown, like sepia. It reminds me of an old photograph. And I think I'm going to go with this kind of thing for my journal this year. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I don't know if I will do a theme or just make it all Halloween. Somewhere I've got another piece of fabric that I bought and I can't find it. It's in here somewhere. And then Park Lane, that's, oh, so here I did get a second set. There's one more set that I want to get. Here's another of the Halloween stamp and stencil sets. See, we have the moon here. Oh, and I love that we have the stencil with it. That's going to be amazing. Of course, that's Tim Holtz. All of Tim Holtz stuff is amazing. And then Park Lane had these really cool stickers. And I realized the images in these, there's a lot of repeating of some of these same vintage images. But that's okay. These are sort of puffy. These are flat. These are flat as well, but then we have the words in here. Not sure how I will use these. I don't know. Sometimes I don't want just plain stickers. I like to do something with them. Also, it's inspiration, you know, just to look at this and think about other things. And then today I bought this. I just couldn't resist this because it's got the old sort of Victorian vibe. And I got this fabric at Joann's. You can see the scarecrow, the witch, the little girl. All of this looks like postcards from the 1900s. It reminds me of the old postcards. So I do love this color theme. I don't know. I got to work all this in together. And my idea with the paper, making the handmade paper and having, you know, a heavily, like base it heavily on different fibers and stuff. I don't know. Can I possibly somehow work it all together? We shall see. If I do that, I don't know that I want rose petals in the paper. It might have to be something different. So I definitely wanted to show you everything I've got at this point for the Halloween journal that I want to make. And let's move all this to the side. I had started a box of Halloween things, so I just put all that in there. Now, when we were at the beach a few weeks ago, Jason and I went into a little thrift store. He knows that I love thrift stores. He said, "You want to go in here?" And I said, "Well, yeah." Yeah, I said, "If you do." So we went in. They had a basket of free magazines as you were going out the door, and I couldn't believe it. These from the, like, 88, 89, that's about the time my first son was born. And I think I remember seeing these. We lived in a really old house, which was a challenge at first, but I soon just fell in love with it. And I believe I remember seeing these magazines. They've got some beautiful ads. It's interesting, these ads, you know, from 88 are old. They're, you know, 35 years old. And then they have reproductions in here of older ads. So it was a lot of fun to find this, and a lot of fun to see parts of houses that were inspiring me when I was in my old house. Like, here's pictures of some old ads. So I picked up a few of these. I took 5. I did not take them all. They had quite a few. And you know, the temptation is to say, "Oh my gosh, I want all of these." But I told Jason, I'm just going to take a few and leave the rest for somebody else. Ah, Mary Englebright. That does look like her. Oh, yeah. Did any of you used to get was it Home Companion? That magazine that Mary Englebright came out with? I loved that magazine. I subscribed to that for as long as it was there, and then just, I guess it quit being published. And I follow Mary Englebright on Instagram. Oh, so many pretty things in here. So I did want to drop in and just show you what's going on the art desk. I promise I'll be back really soon. I need to do some more in this journal. I may sit here for a little bit and glue some things in. I need to add something to this. That's the old ad that we put the Mod Podge on top of. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back really soon, and bye for now.